Welcome to Necropia, the world of the dead. A place so dark and mysterious, even the shadows are scared to lurk around. It's a realm where life has no presence, and the only thing you'll find here is the eerie silence of the departed. This is where the real party starts, with dragons ominously flying under a blood-red moon. The sky is painted with shades of crimson, and the towering spires of what seems like a Gothic castle pierce through the sky. It's like a heavy metal album cover come to life. In the midst of the barren lands, a grandiose castle stood tall. This ominous structure, with its towering spires and foreboding aura, looms over the desolate landscape like a Gothic sentinel. As the only castle in Necropia, countless things that couldn't be described with words existed here. It's like the ultimate mystery box, filled with secrets and whispers that would make Sherlock Holmes. In a world where architecture meets fantasy, endless rows of golden pillars stood tall, stretching into the heavens like the ambitions of a dreamer. The space is bathed in a warm glow, accentuated by the flickering candlelight that dances across the majestic paintings and ornate decorations. This place screams elegance, louder than a diva at a talent show. As the light filters through, the stunning architecture reveals itself. Statues and intricate designs fill the walls, creating an ambiance that can only be described as the Sistine Chapel's flamboyant cousin. A wide, vast marble hall and intricately sculpted alluring sculptures. On top of all that, a symbol of absolute power. In the swirling mist of mystery, we get a bold declaration, the master of everything here. It's like walking into a room and someone shouts, "Who's the boss?" and then drops the mic. Next, we're treated to the sight of a throne that screams, "Don't even think about sitting here unless you have a crown and a serious attitude." The spikes are probably there to keep wannabe rulers at bay. Finally, the spotlight is on Necropia's absolute ruler. This ain't your average monarch, folks. We're talking about someone who runs the show in this mystical land with style and a touch of menace. In the shadowy depths of an ancient fortress, a mysterious figure emerges, cloaked in darkness with a menacing aura. The figure's crimson eyes pierce the gloom, and a spiked crown of jagged light floats ominously above its hooded head. The air crackles with an eerie energy as the figure brandishes a colossal, intricately designed weapon, part sword, part staff, and all menace. With a flourish of dramatic flair, the title Monarch of Death, Karnak blazes forth, leaving no doubt about the identity of this fearsome entity. The scene is set with a chilling character whose presence screams danger. With glowing red eyes and a grin that could make even the bravest shiver, this cloaked figure is no ordinary villain. His attire is as dark as his intentions, adorned with mysterious symbols that speak of power and ancient secrets. As an ultimate transcendent and ruler of death, this guy's got some serious credentials. But hold up, even someone with a resume like that can have an epiphany, and it only took him a casual century to get there. What could have possibly dawned on this master of mortality after 100 years? A human shouldn't rule over something like death. These ominous words set the stage for a tale drenched in mystery and intrigue. Meet Karnak, who in his human days had quite the dramatic origin story. He was the illegitimate child of a noble, a fact that probably didn't make him very popular at tea parties. Tragedy struck early for young Karnak. He lost his mother due to the cruel abuse of his household, shaping his life in unimaginable ways. Down in the eerie courtyard, we spot a lone wolf surrounded by a crew of bullies. With no squad to back him up, our guy is left to fend for himself, sparking a hunger for power deep within him. With the moonlight casting shadows, our lone hero starts craving power, like a gamer craves pizza rolls at 3 a.m. It's this thirst for strength that drives him forward. And just like that, in his quest for power, he stumbles upon a game-changing secret, something he never saw coming. A mysterious figure stands shrouded in darkness, and lo and behold, they've stumbled upon a forbidden text on necromancy. Oh boy, things are about to get spooky. This ominous book, glowing with eerie energy, is like a bad boy whispering sweet nothings to our mysterious character, tempting him with its arcane secrets. And just like that, our enigmatic friend takes a detour down the road less traveled, waving goodbye to the path of humanity. It's all necromancy and chill from here on out. Karnak, looking like he just stepped out of a Villain of the Year contest, is floating menacingly amidst a whirlwind of purple energy. This dude is not here to make friends, folks. The text lets us know that Karnak's got some major plans for the continent, and spoiler alert, it's not a vacation resort. The next scene paints a grim picture. The landscape is bathed in a sinister purple glow. Three figures are caught in this apocalyptic scenery. Their bodies are slumped, like they partied way too hard and forgot to invite us. In the background, structures stand silhouetted against the chaotic sky, bearing witness to Karnak's destructive handiwork. Zooming in on the chaos, we see a close-up of one of those unfortunate souls. The guy's down on his knees, seemingly trying to grasp what little air or hope is left. His companion isn't faring any better, with eyes wide open, probably thinking, "Why did I leave the house today? This is a bad day to be on this continent." The scene is a chaotic mess of energy and power as a character screams in agony, with purple energy swirling violently around them. It's like a disco party gone horribly wrong, and someone's definitely not having a good time. The four great martial kings and the three wise archmages are throwing down like it's nobody's business. They're putting up one heck of a resistance, and you can almost hear the epic battle music playing in the background. In the heat of the battle, a warrior in a purple cloak leaps into the air, ready to deliver a fiery attack. It's action-packed and intense, with debris flying and energy blazing all around. This showdown is nothing short of legendary. In the midst of a blazing inferno, two combatants are locked in an epic showdown. Sparks fly, and the air is charged with tension as one of them wields a sword with unmatched skill, while a shadowy figure looms behind, adding an extra layer of mystery to the chaos. The clash intensifies with explosive energy as the battleground becomes a whirlwind of debris and destruction. The mysterious force behind the chaos seems to be pushing the limits of both warriors, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. But ultimately, Karnak turned even them into his faithful servants. This twist reveals a chilling truth about the enigmatic Karnak, who possesses the ability to sway even the most resilient of warriors to his cause. In a shadowy chamber, 6 hooded figures stand in a solemn formation, their presence exuding an aura of mystery and anticipation. The dim light casts long shadows across the floor, and the air is thick with the sense of an impending mission. The narrative reveals that these figures are none other than the guardians of the world. Their mission is daunting, as they are tasked with the formidable challenge of halting the advance of a powerful entity known as Karnak. The stakes are high, and the scene bursts into life as an enormous dragon makes a grand entrance. The panel is filled with intense lines and dark hues, emphasizing the looming threat. You can almost hear the ferocious roar echoing through the space. As the dragon fully reveals itself, it unleashes a torrent of vibrant blue-green flames. The beast's formidable size and vivid colors paint a picture of sheer power, leaving no doubt about the danger it represents. But he transformed his physical body into the ultimate transcendent, Astra Shaf, the ultimate undead. The visuals are popping with vibrant colors and mystical symbols. You can almost feel the energy crackling in the air. It's like a magical rave party, and Astra's the star DJ, spinning reality itself. The scene shifts, and we catch a glimpse of the man himself, Astra Shaf. His back is turned, but the aura is unmistakable. With teal-green hair flowing dramatically and a cloak that screams mysterious and cool, he's definitely ready to drop some serious wisdom. Or maybe just some epic moves. He's facing a luminous, geometric design, contemplating the next big step in his undead journey. The scene opens with a mysterious figure cloaked in shadows, channeling a vibrant, swirling purple energy in his hand. This energy, radiating with immense power, suggests that something big is about to go down. As the mysterious power intensifies, text reveals that this energy has the capacity to turn even the mightiest of guardians, the Dragon Emperor Grateria, into a mere servant. Clearly, whoever wields this force means business. In a world shrouded in darkness, a single beam of light pierces through, hinting at the emergence of something or someone of great significance. The anticipation builds as the narrative sets the stage for a powerful force. And so, the universe unveils its latest phenomenon, the birth of the world's most powerful necromancer. The monarch of death has arrived, promising a story filled with magic, mystery, and possibly a whole lot of chaos. Picture this: a cosmic chessboard bathed in a dramatic, fiery glow. The pieces stand like sentinels, their shadows stretching across an endless map. It's like the universe itself is holding its breath, waiting for the next move. Then, darkness. A void so deep it feels like the universe just took a nap. But hey, even cosmic chessboards need a break sometimes, right? All right, folks, imagine thinking you've hit the jackpot in life. Like everything around you is your personal playground. That's exactly what our mysterious protagonist was feeling, totally convinced that the world was their oyster. But hold up, there's a shadowy vibe going on here. We've got this intense scene of someone, cloaked in mystery, gripping their head like they've got a headache that no amount of aspirin can fix. Who is this masked figure, and what's going on in that noggin of theirs? Picture a grand throne room with sunlight filtering through the ornate windows, casting a warm glow on the intricately designed throne. The text above hints at a time long past, 70 years ago, setting the stage for a story steeped in history and untold secrets. The scene shifts to a close-up of a figure seated on the throne, clad in purple robes with a sinister grin that could send chills down your spine. This character sighs, as if weary from a long journey or heavy burdens. The crown atop their head glimmers with an otherworldly light, adding to the enigma of this powerful presence. The scene opens with a character deep in thought, pondering the futility of their existence. They lament over their skeletal body, wondering what they can achieve with it. The words echo a sense of despair and longing for something more meaningful. The page shows a blank space, perhaps symbolizing the emptiness or the endless possibilities that lie ahead. The story kicks off with nature's embrace, a gentle breeze and warm sunlight filtering through the vibrant green leaves. It's the kind of day where you'd want to just lay on the grass and let the world pass by. Under the dappled sunlight, we see a serene scene of human tenderness. A figure with long flowing hair lovingly cradles a small child, capturing the essence of warmth and care that only human touch can provide. In the heart of a tranquil meadow, where the sunlight dances on the lush grass, a figure is seated in meditation. The gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, creating a picturesque scene of serenity and peace, almost like nature itself is holding its breath. As we shift from the gentle embrace of nature, a haunting memory intrudes. A sword, glistening with fresh blood, lies ominously on the ground. The air is thick with tension, as the words, even the excruciating pain of a blade piercing my body, echo in our protagonist's mind, painting a vivid picture of a past struggle. In the midst of what seems like a blood-red sky, we hear a haunting declaration. Anything would be better than this life of nothingness. This sets the stage with a heavy, somber vibe, as if someone is stuck in a loop of despair. The scene shifts to an expanse of white, almost like hitting a pause button on the chaos. The voice continues. However, there is, leaving us hanging, creating an air of suspense and curiosity about what revelation or change might be coming. The air is thick with anticipation, as a mysterious, ominous figure with glowing red eyes and a face that looks like it moonlights as a rock sculpture whispers, "If this is a success." There's a sense of dark hope hanging in the air, like they've placed all their chips on this one roll of the dice. The scene shifts to a mystical stone tablet that's lit up like the 4th of July. Purple energy crackles around it, making it look like the world's fanciest nightlight. Ancient inscriptions cover the tablet, hinting at secrets and powers long forgotten. It's clear something big is about to go down. The scene kicks off with an imposing stone structure covered in cryptic symbols, glowing with an eerie purple light. The air crackles with energy as if something monumental is about to happen. Then we hear the sound of footsteps. Enter the dramatic entrance of a mysterious figure, their presence hinted at by armored boots stepping into the scene. Who could this be, and what role do they play in this unfolding mystery? As the mysterious and foreboding scene unfolds, a title echoing with dread fills the air, Lord of all Dead. This enigmatic figure is heralded as the master of life and death, a conqueror feared across the continent. The atmosphere is as tense as a high-stakes game of Jenga. A towering presence looms, clad in dark armor with a striking mane of red hair and a horn curving from his head. This guy looks like he could order coffee with just a stare. The cloak of shadow seems to bow in respect, as if the darkness itself acknowledges his power. In the dimly lit chamber, our eyes meet a mysterious figure, bowing ever so slightly, speaking with reverence. "I stand before your majesty, the great monarch of death. Clearly, this isn't your average tea party. The armor-clad figure, with a mane of crimson hair and a fur-lined collar, exudes an intimidating presence. Chains drape across their chest, adding a punk vibe to their medieval look. Their expression is hidden behind a daunting mask, making it clear they've got secrets to keep and possibly vendettas to settle. Surrounding them, a squad of similarly armored companions stand at attention, their faces obscured, adding to the ominous vibe. Their posture is rigid, as if they're on the brink of action or awaiting orders from the mysterious monarch. Enter Barros, the big boss, the commanding general of the Legion of Death. His presence alone could send shivers down your spine, not that you'd ever admit it, right? Someone in the room has been busy, and they've finally wrapped up their preparations. They call out to Barros, ready to deliver the goods. As the scene unfolds, we see a formidable figure with a devilish grin, wearing armor that screams, "Don't mess with me." Opposite him stands another character, cloaked in mystery and ready to report. The air is thick with anticipation as the dialogue begins. A swirling purple aura fills the air around a mysterious pedestal, prompting the question, what could it be? The tension is real, y'all. Enter our skeletal overlord, decked out in a royal crown and flowing dark robes. With a sly heh, he reveals his sinister confidence, saying, "That's right, I have a good feeling about this one." You can almost hear the ominous background music, with wide eyes and a gasp of "my goodness." Another character, with striking red horns, reacts in shock to the presence of the skeletal figure. Things are heating up, folks. Our mysterious armored friend is all giddy with excitement, fists clenched and face flushed as if they just found out they're getting free pizza for life. They exclaim, "Finally!" with all the joy of a kid on Christmas morning. In a darker, more ominous setting, we learn that with the help of Barros, our armored friend has been on a quest to regain the pleasures of being human. It's like searching for the Holy Grail, but with a more sinister twist. Enter the dark and shadowy world of vampirism. Our friend, now shown in a more menacing light, has stumbled upon this dark art, their eyes glowing with a newfound hunger. It's like they've just discovered a secret menu at their favorite restaurant, but instead of burgers, it's blood. All right, folks, buckle up. Our scene opens with an electrifying vibe as a mysterious figure is caught in a whirlwind of glowing blue energy. The caption reads, "Possession," and it feels like something big is about to go down. As the scene unfolds, the figure appears to be merging with an ethereal beast. It's like watching a mind-blowing cosmic dance, where both entities are locked in a strange but captivating embrace. In this psychedelic trip, we see some wise words floating around, but pleasure is a way to fulfill what one lacks, hinting at some profound philosophy at play. And as ultimate beings, nothing seemed to work for them, until now. Picture a shadowy abyss where a voice echoes with existential dread. Our mysterious protagonist is deep in thought, musing about their quest for pleasure. They wonder if their inability to indulge in human pleasures makes them something other than human. It's a real head-scratcher, folks. As the scene shifts, we get a glimpse of our protagonist, hooded and enigmatic, with their face blurred like a glitch in the Matrix. Behind them lurks a menacing figure, clad in a hooded robe, crowned with jagged spikes, and sporting a skeletal grin that could make even the bravest of us shiver. This dude is definitely not here to hand out candy. The camera zooms out, giving us a full view of our cloaked enigma. Their attire is a curious blend of medieval and futuristic, with intricate patterns and embellishments. It's clear they're packing some serious style, but the shadowy specter behind them suggests this is more than just a fashion statement. The scene opens with an enigmatic atmosphere, as a shadowy figure stands before a massive clock. The gears of time seem to whisper secrets of the past, while the air is thick with anticipation. As the viewer's gaze shifts to the intricate machinery, a voice echoes with longing. "I could simply rewind time to when I was human." This poignant statement hints at a past life lost, a desire to reclaim what once was. The image fades into a mesmerizing cascade of gears and clock hands, as the concept of time itself seems to unravel, inviting the viewer to ponder the boundless possibilities of turning back the clock. In a shadowy chamber, two mysterious figures are having an intense conversation. One, wearing a crown and an ominous mask, talks about going back to the moment he first got his hands on the magic power of darkness. It's the kind of talk that makes you feel a little chilly, even if the room's not cold. The second figure, all decked out in a cloak with these fierce red accents, is clearly concerned. He asks the big question on everyone's mind. If things go south, are they going to bite the dust? The purple flames flicker ominously as if they're in on the secret. The scene opens with a figure draped in shadowy armor, asking a probing question. Why? Do you have an attachment to your current life? The tone is serious, yet there's an undercurrent of something more sinister. The camera shifts to reveal another cloaked figure with a devilish grin, teasingly saying, "Tell me if you do. It'll just leave you behind." Heh. The response from the other party is simple but firm. Not really. Clearly there's some intense business going on here. In a dimly lit setting, a mysterious figure clad in dark armor and a fierce red fur cloak stands ominously. This character, with glowing red eyes and an expression hidden behind a menacing helmet, utters, "Nothing to lose then." The atmosphere is thick with suspense, hinting at an impending confrontation. Meanwhile, another scene unfolds with a voice saying, "Let's go, young master," indicating a sense of urgency and decision. In response, another voice calmly agrees. "All right, let's go back," as purple energy swirls around, suggesting a powerful retreat or transportation. The scene opens with an intense burst of purple light, casting shadows and intriguing figures standing nearby. It feels like something big is about to go down, and you can almost hear the dramatic music playing in the background. As the light continues to blaze, a thought emerges, reflecting on the past. Back to when we lived like humans. It's a cryptic message, leaving us wondering what changes have happened and what it means to live like a human in this world. The scene bursts to life with a dramatic entrance of two formidable warriors. The first is a towering skeletal figure with a crown resembling jagged horns, grinning wickedly under a dark, flowing cloak. Beside him, another armored figure stands, both of them enveloped in an ethereal purple glow that almost screams power and danger. The overwhelming energy from the two figures surges through the air, cutting through the chaos and leaving a wake of anticipation and dread. Their presence alone seems to warp the very fabric of the scene, hinting at the formidable clash that is about to unfold. The curtains rise on a world where Monarch of Death promises to deliver an epic tale. The title alone gives you chills, right? Purple smoke swirls around, hinting at the mystical aura of the story. A mysterious atmosphere is painted with a blend of dark and light hues, as if beckoning you into the unknown. The scene is set for an enigmatic journey, with hints of danger and mystery swirling in the air. In a shadowy cavern, whispers float around, setting a mysterious and eerie mood. A young guy with blonde hair is seen, his eyes unfocused, hinting he's in a daze or waking from a dream. The scene is quiet, yet intense, as if the darkness itself is alive. The silence is broken by a voice calling out, "Young master, wake up!" This command seems to pierce the veil of sleep surrounding the young man, bringing a sense of urgency to the scene. Who's this young master, and why's waking up so important? Ooh, our blonde knight with his armor shining even in the dim cave light leans in with concern. "Are you finally conscious?" he asks, hoping for a response from the mysterious figure lying there. A face comes into focus, and it's one the knight recognizes. A familiar face. "Is that you, Barros?" he wonders aloud, trying to connect the dots in this unexpected reunion. The knight, now sitting with a questioning look, watches as Barros, wrapped in a cloak, begins to stir. A moment of silence fills the cave as they prepare for an overdue conversation. It's like a blast from the past. One character is throwing some playful shade, reminding the other about their unchanged scrawny build and black hair. Ah, memories. The second character, with their face blurred out, seems a bit self-conscious, wondering if they really look that crummy. Gotta love a good self-esteem check, right? And there it is, the kicker. The first character can't help but point out how cheeky the other still is. Some things never change. A shadowy figure kneels on the rugged ground, the atmosphere thick with tension and mystery. Their presence is ominous, like they're about to drop some serious revelations or perhaps start a secret ninja meeting. The scene fades to black, intensifying the suspense. It's like that moment in a movie where you know something big's about to happen, but the lights just went out. The suspense is real, folks. Amidst the shadows, two characters engage in a conversation about time travel. One of them, with a cloak that screams, "I'm the main character," mentions the potential of properly turning back time. It's like they're plotting a time heist or trying to win an argument they lost yesterday. The scene unfolds in a dimly lit cave where two shadowy figures are seen sneaking around. Their movements are cautious and deliberate, suggesting they're up to something sneaky, or maybe they're just lost in a cave rave without the glow sticks. As the tension builds, we are introduced to a mysterious book placed under the flickering light of a candle. A young boy is looking at it, and you can almost hear the whispers of secrets it holds. The boy confirms, "Here it is." With the air thick with mystery and the promise of adventure, the boy's eyes lock onto the book, murmuring, "The beginning of everything." It's as if he's just discovered the cheat codes to the universe. I walked the path of necromancy with the knowledge I obtained from this book. These ominous words set the stage for our tale as we dive into the world of forbidden magic. Our mysterious narrator has clearly been dabbling in the dark arts, and it seems they have a book to thank, or perhaps blame, for their journey. The scene shifts to a dimly lit room where a lone candle flickers atop a heavy wooden desk. A cloaked figure stands before it, their back to us, wrapped in shadows. The air is thick with suspense, as if the very room is holding its breath in anticipation of what might come next. With determination in his eyes, the figure prepares to put his necromantic knowledge to the test. Though his face remains blurred, his intent is clear. He's ready to unleash some serious magic mojo. What exactly is he planning to do? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: we're in for a wild ride. The scene unfolds with a mysterious hand enveloped in a swirling vortex of purple energy. This isn't just any ordinary display of power. It seems like someone's about to unleash some serious magic. The energy spirals and pulsates, hinting at something big about to go down. As the camera pans, we get a glimpse of an ancient book suddenly illuminated by the same purple energy. The book looks like it's been around for centuries, probably filled with secrets and spells older than your grandma's cooking recipes. The flames dance around it, making it clear that this book is no joke. Suddenly, the book is fully engulfed in a blazing purple aura, and an exclamation of "Huh!" rings out. Clearly, someone didn't expect this plot twist. What secrets does this fiery book hold, and who's about to get schooled in magical history? As the scene unfolds, we hear a confident voice admitting, "So that's the extent of my power at this time. Clearly, someone's been hitting the magical gym." In this dim-lit room, we spot our blonde dude, dressed like he just stepped out of a medieval cosplay, talking to a mysterious figure whose face is blurred, probably to keep us guessing. The air's crackling with purple energy, floating like a magical disco ball. The blonde guy seems to be in awe, or maybe just a little freaked out. With a hint of uncertainty, the blonde man questions, "Is it fine to just burn it like this?" Clearly, he's either worried about some magical fire hazard or just doesn't want to get in trouble with the landlord for burning down the place. The mysterious character reflects on the forbidden text, shrugging off its significance. It's all basic level stuff anyway, right? They've already absorbed the knowledge, like a sponge soaking up water. They're thinking ahead, playing it smart. Better to leave nothing behind that might come back to bite them. As they mull over these thoughts, a magical purple aura swirls around. The scene opens with two young men conversing in a dimly lit space. The first guy, rocking a dark outfit and an air of mystery, seems to have come to a conclusion about something significant. "So you've thought it all through," he says, sounding all serious and stuff. Enter the second dude, a blonde-haired chap in a brown outfit who can't help but notice how cool the first guy looks today. "Young master, you look surprisingly cool today," he starts to say, but before he can finish, a loud grumble interrupts the moment. Awkward silence ensues as they both realize that maybe someone forgot breakfast. Both guys stand there, looking down at the source of the noise with speech bubbles full of dots. It's that moment when you want to say something, but the only sound is your stomach betraying you. Classic awkward silence. The scene opens with a mysterious voice pondering about a sound that hasn't been heard in a while. It's like they're trying to remember a long-lost tune or something. As the image shifts, we see two adventurers, one with dark hair and the other with light hair. They're in a bit of a cartoonish style, almost like they've been caught off guard by the situation. The sound they were talking about? Turns out it's the sound of their stomachs growling. With a backdrop of a cave, the duo decides enough is enough. They need to tackle the beast that is hunger. So, they agree to venture out and hunt down some grub. Their journey for food begins. Amidst the rocky path bathed in sunlight, a figure respectfully answers, "Yes, young master." The air is thick with the promise of adventure and camaraderie as the duo strides forward with purpose. Suddenly, the scene takes a sharp turn. The sky is painted with streaks of color as the wind begins to howl with an eerie intensity, as if announcing an unwelcome guest. In the heart of the town, the wind's roar grows louder, echoing against the quaint buildings. The townsfolk pause, sensing the change in the air, whispering among themselves in hushed tones. The tavern is buzzing with excitement as patrons can't believe their taste buds. It's like a bread revolution. Someone exclaims, "So delicious!" And they're right. It's like eating a masterpiece. Three friends, sitting around a table, are caught up in the magic of this barley bread. One of them can't help but shout, "Ah! I can taste the flavors vividly." It's safe to say this bread is winning hearts and taste buds. A close-up shot of a mysterious figure chomping down on this legendary bread. The word chomp echoes, hinting at how the bread's crispiness and taste are taking this person to a whole new level of culinary delight. The scene opens with a blonde-haired warrior whose face is a mix of ecstasy and agony, holding a piece of food like it's the Holy Grail. Tears are streaming down his cheeks as he shouts, "The taste is to die for." Clearly, this snack just rocked his world. Next up, our warrior's enthusiasm gets a bit too wild. His flailing arms send a cascade of broth flying towards his buddy, a dark-haired mage who looks like he just dodged an unexpected shower. The mage is in the middle of protesting, "Hey man, don't!" Finally, the mage, looking exasperated and a tad dramatic himself, reminds the warrior not to speak of dying so lightly. His point? "After all I did to bring you back to life." It seems like there's a deeper backstory here of resurrection and second chances. Our hero stands there, tears streaming down his face like a waterfall. He's clutching a sandwich like it's the last one on Earth, declaring with dramatic flair that gambling their lives was definitely the right choice. He's clearly in his feelings, folks, and it's all over a bite to eat. Unable to see past his tears of joy, he's completely overwhelmed by how delicious the food is, sobbing like a baby. But before he can dive into another bite, a voice of reason chimes in, another character reminding him not to go overboard because, hey, money doesn't grow on trees. The scene opens up in a warm, inviting tavern where we find a dashing young man with striking black hair and piercing red eyes, dressed in a stylish purple cloak with fancy trim. He's got a spoon in his hand, hovering over a bowl of some mysterious, steaming concoction. With a stern look, he's telling someone to chew your food thoroughly. Got it? Clearly, this guy means business when it comes to table manners. Meanwhile, at another table, a lively group is buzzing with energy. A blonde-haired fellow, who seems like he might faint from hunger, is expressing his impatience with a dramatic flair. A young man with light brown hair chimes in, playfully scolding the young master to eat slower, even as he holds back his own eagerness. Just then, a server brings over a hearty dish, declaring, "Here's your grub." The anticipation is palpable as the feast is about to begin. The scene opens with our protagonist, a lad with jet black hair and eyes wide open like saucers, catching a whiff of something absolutely divine. His expression screams surprise, as if he's just stumbled upon a treasure trove of culinary gold. He gasps, "Is that chicken? Was this a high-class restaurant?" Clearly, his nose is having a 5-star experience, even if his wallet isn't. Before him lies the pièce de résistance, a perfectly roasted chicken that looks like it was plucked straight from a gourmet magazine. It's surrounded by a halo of veggies and cherry tomatoes, making it seem even more appetizing. Our hero is in awe, thinking, "Divine. I wonder how much it is. I wish I could get some juicy meat." But before his imagination runs wild, a voice of reason pipes up with a gentle reminder, "Calm down. You know that we can't afford it. We're from..." And the reality of his humble origins snaps him back to earth. In the dimly lit room, the atmosphere is thick with tension. A mysterious figure, cloaked in deep purple robes, stands firm, exuding an aura of authority and perhaps a touch of mischief. The room seems to echo with the sound of impending danger. As the scene shifts to a cozy tavern, the vibe takes a sharp turn. The first character, whose face is blurred, lets out a heavy sigh, clearly stressed about their current situation. "With our current strength, we'll be beaten to death," he exclaims, clutching a tankard as if it holds the answers to their woes. Meanwhile, his companion, a dark-haired fellow with a serious expression, raises a gloved finger as if to deliver a much-needed plan. "Hold your horses. Let me check how much we have," he says, trying to keep the panic at bay. The first character nods, realizing he might have jumped the gun. "Oh, right. All right, so we have someone here who's looking at their empty wallet, feeling the pinch of poverty. It's one of those moments when you're just trying to scrape together enough for a loaf of bread. The struggle is real, folks." Then bam, we zoom in on a pair of striking blue eyes, and you can almost hear the gears turning in their head. Something's clicked, or maybe it's a moment of oh snap realization. Whispers fill the air, young master. "I think we have a problem," echoes ominously, setting the stage for a dramatic exchange. The scene unfolds in a cozy room with a warm glow from the lanterns. Our young master, looking curious and slightly puzzled, responds with, "Huh? What do you mean?" as he faces his companion. The companion, sporting a thoughtful expression, explains, "I think something must have gone wrong with our journey to the core," leaving a suspenseful cliffhanger about their mysterious travel plans. With a dramatic pause, the companion's words trail off, past,